Hidden within the western recesses of Burlington County, New Jersey, lives a secret that's been bottled up for nearly a century. It's a secret so dark, so sticky, yet so easy to swallow. A secret that'll quench your thirst for local flavor, but might keep you up all night and coming back for more in the morning. Completely legal and a favorite among adults and kids alike. What is this mystery concoction?
Boost.
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 Boost. Boost.
Boost.
In this day and age of social networking, gourmet blogs, and countless channels devoted to food, it's hard to believe that the phenomenon known as Boost remains a more guarded secret than the whereabouts of Jimmy Hoffa. Let's boil it down. There are 566 towns in New Jersey. Boost is only sold in 18 of them, so only 3% of the Garden State has easy access to Boost. So what exactly is Boost? Technically, it's a syrup. It's sold in glass bottles, concentrated. Bring it home, add water and ice, stir, and enjoy. What does it taste like? Well, that depends on who you ask. No two people seem to agree.
I'd say the most common explanation is that it tastes like flat Coke.
Some people say it tastes like Coke or Pepsi, does it? No.
It's kind of like soda, but without the fizz. And it's not exactly like soda. Like it's, I don't know, it's like creamier or thicker or something. I don't know. It's very hard to explain.
I don't know, but it tastes good.
The flavor kind of tastes like root beer.
It's a smooth, cool drink. It's hard to explain what it tastes like. It's just cool, refreshing.
Most Americans would be hard-pressed to tell you the history of Coke or Pepsi, but Western Burlington natives recite the history of Boost by heart.
The story goes, it was originally developed in Riverside in 1913 by a pharmacist named Benjamin Faunce.
And his son was sick. I think he had asthma or something like that. He was trying to find something to help his son, relieve his son's pain and suffering, and so he kept experimenting with these things to try to cure that.
And then somehow or another people added water to the syrup and it became a beverage.
And this is what he came up with, and it just took off in the local area, and people love it.
Between then and now, it's been sold under quite a few different names.
Drink a Toast at one time. It was Take a Boost. We used to just call it Take a Boost as kids. It was Take a Boost. Kind of slang for Take a Boost. Now it's just Boost.
In recent years, the Boost Company has introduced a variety of new flavors.
From pink lemonade to watermelon to blueberry to mango, and the younger kids love it. The older generation still likes their old school Boost, which is just the liquid with the ice in it.
Here at the Boost Cafe in Riverside, the biggest seller is the Boost Slushie. Back in the day, soft drink parlors were everywhere, but in recent years, Bruce Bemke saw a need to reintroduce the concept.
I noticed how many people were drinking, so I decided that I wanted to open up a cafe that specialized in Boost, because there was nobody else doing that at the time. But now there's a lot of people trying to do it. I wasn't the first, but I was the first to be able to use the name, the original Boost Cafe, because you had a Boost bar. So it turned out real well. A lot of people liked it.
A lifelong Boost enthusiast, Bruce says the syrup has kept Riverside in good spirits from the start.
Riverside is in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most bars per square mile. It's 1 square mile, and they had like 47 bars. And the next day, everybody, after drinking all night, would go and get a Boost. And that's the local cure for a hangover.
The legend of this tonic's potency continues from generation to generation. Is there anything this stuff can't do?
From what I heard, you could use it as a like a spray and wash thing, like remove soap scum and everything. But it's almost like a Coca-Cola, how the acid can remove paint off a car.
I would imagine that it makes a swell mixed drink.
Even today, you get a stomach ache and you're like, oh, it's so exciting. And could hear Grandma go still say, take a little bit of Boost, it'll make you feel better.
Some of the older folks come in and tell me stories that when they were growing up, they had milk toast. Now, milk toast was milk and 2 shots of Boost syrup, and they would stir it up like a milkshake, and that was milk toast. It's also in a couple of barbecue sauce recipes.
But no matter how you serve it, make sure you do it right. The old-fashioned way is to sling a couple of pretzels over the straw, the after-school delight to generations who grew up in Burlington County.
You would get like Boost after school, and you'd get 2 pretzels or hanging off your straw, so it was like a big thing to have Boost and pretzels as a snack. And it is a good snack. The salty pretzels are like really good with the Boost.
So is the name Boost synonymous with its superpowers? Well, yes and no.
We have a lot of regular customers who will come in here on their way to work who also maybe don't like coffee or whatever. They'll get a Boost. When you're in the restaurant business, you're open 7 days a week. People think it's an easy job, but it's a lot of hours. You work holidays, you work nights, you got to get here early in the morning to prep everything. You got to stay late at night to clean up, and you need some energy to keep you going. And so Boost is great.
The secret is, and they don't tell you how much is in there, the caffeine, but since it was invented in 1913, there were no regulations, FDA or anything, so they're grandfathered into their original formula, okay? And it has 4 times the amount of caffeine as a Mountain Dew. So, when you're thinking about a Boost and caffeine and sugar, this is the answer.
Our request for an interview with the president of the Boost Company was declined, and we can't independently confirm the claims made about the drink's caffeine content. Like so much regarding Boost, that remains a secret. But it doesn't stop speculation and interest from outside entities.
I think that's the real lure for someone who wanted to take over the Boost Company, would be the fact that they would be able to inherit the formula of the grandfather rights to keep the caffeine.
And her, if she drinks it, she'll be hyped up for the whole night.
Does it give you energy?
Yes.
Does it make you want to run around a little bit?
Yes.
It's widely known on the streets of Burlington County that some very high-profile corporations have expressed interest in buying the Boost Company. The business is still family-owned and has had roots in Riverside for over a century. Fans say that the Fonts family and Boost Company have a strong commitment to their product and a fierce loyalty to their customers. And they say it's those ideals that have kept them from selling to the big guys. A source close to the company says the recipe has not been changed and that quality ingredients are paramount. They believe staying true to their product and to the neighbors they serve has led to a fervent following.
So you're not from around here too far away, but you know about Boost.
Yes.
Look at the face. Every time we say Boost, everybody lights up. You just lit up. Why does Boost make you happy?
Because it's good.
What
And it's good on a hot day.
I relate it to my childhood and growing up and things like that, so it has a home feeling versus like a Coke or Pepsi you can get anywhere.
It's a local drink. It's something you were raised on. You grow up with it.
It's a feel-good story. It's like a local, and it's everybody identifies with it. It's kind of unique in that way.
How often does something that costs pennies per serving have the power to draw lines of demarcation between those who know and love it and those who have never even heard of it? Fortunately, the good-natured Boost drinkers we spoke with are happy to share.
And we get a new coworker, especially if they're from out of town, out of the area. I'm like, you've got to try this Boost. It's like a really good drink. And they're like, what are you drinking? I'm like, Boost, I need my Boost. And they're like, what's Boost? And I'm like, here, try it. Or I'd go and get the small one while I'm getting my extra large one. And I'm like, here, try this Boost. So I'm always trying to get people to try the Boost.
I was born in South Jersey and I went to school in like North Central Jersey, and people don't really know about it there, so trying to tell them about it, they look at you like you're crazy. They just don't, until you meet, the person in the dorm who is from that area and you know, they get it, but mostly people just think you're crazy.
Or like you're making it up.
Right, because they're like, oh, well, it's soda. And you're like, well, not exactly.
And it's so neat to see people because we from all over. We get them coming from North New York, and they're in this area, and it's so different for them. And you try to explain Boost to them, but you can't.
People have already asked me, like, what is Boost? I said, it's the best drink you can drink.
Today, Boost can be found in major supermarkets and local eateries alike. Best of all, it can be shipped anywhere in the world. The secret is officially out. So whether you're Surfside or in Riverside, let's drink a toast to another 100 years of Boost.